And you and your community are seeing the effects of climate change on a regular basis. I mean, what is it that you see? What is it your parents tell you about the changes that they're seeing up in that region?
Um, we obvious it's been 2 years since we started seeing the obvious changes of climate change. The ice and snow have been coming in a lot later than usual, and it's been there actually was a rain this last month in November, and that's rare. And the animals are their routes have changed, and the polar bears have been coming into the community, and there's been some changes that we've experienced.
So it affects hunting, does it? I mean, does the community still rely largely on hunting?
Yes, it has changed, and it didn't change a lot, but some of them have changed, like the migration of the animals' route. So, if the climate change is happening, and that animals' migration route will also change, and it's going to be harder for us to go get the animals because we're going to go farther away from the community and go get our traditional food. And if that changes, and that's going to cause more pollution to the air because we're going to burn more fuel if the migration changes because of the climate change.
I mean, I imagine life is fairly tough anyway up in the far north. Is this really just going to make life even more difficult?
It would be more difficult because uh, we depend on the flight that we get from the south, that we get like pork chops, chickens that we get from the store. They're expensive too. Like for example, like a big bag of pork chop could cost like $60, and we can use that $60 to get some bullets and get some gas to go out hunting and have more food than those huge pork chops that cost lots. And we if the climate change happen, we will have to depend on the flights that are going to be land to the community, and there's often blizzards in our community.
Jordan, you're a long way from home down here in Durban at the COP17. Why have you come to Durban? Have you been spreading your message? What's the experience been like for you down here?
Yeah, the reason that I'm here is because I want the Aboriginal people's message to be heard, because the Canadian government has already been embarrassing enough to ignore the Aboriginal people in the past, and it's still happening. So, I mean, in certain ways, it's still happening. They're acting like they have done nothing wrong, but they've done so many things wrong, and stepping away from Kyoto Protocol would pretty much be ignoring the Aboriginal people again. So that would be another thing that would be embarrassing. And yeah, I really want the Aboriginal people's message to be heard, because it's very important. And yeah.
And Curtis, have you made links with other Aboriginal people from other parts of Canada, from other countries while you've been here?
Yeah. So we went to Jordan Youth Climate Summit in Yellowknife, and we talked to a group of young people there. They're all part of Canada and all over the north and south. We met good people like Daniel, right there. He's watching us, and Cameron, and they're from the Canadian Youth Delegation. We met some good elders who spoke well and make sense of what they're saying.
I don't think we've ever had a message in Inuktitut, which is the language, your native language. Is there a climate change message you would like to give in Inuktitut for the camera?
Climate change.
Climate change. Bilovicto, ujanak tu yang itu kalau kihani climate change. Ay ako lam inupek ko hit ni makay na ayok na kimalo ni hikun na hakaluk tamalo ni natchaka kalut siya na ko na ni hinalat hilalia cha ne hilalia cha na ko ni ma ni makai cha na ko ne ma hila unak khiloapal